Gary Vaynerchuk has been a force in the marketing world for as long as I've been in business, and his latest book, Day Trading Attention, is an A+. I give it a letter grade because this is more of a textbook than your typical business book. Gary brings his expertise to the table in a way that's very systematic, and his examples help equip readers with very specific tactics to work on marketing in 2025. Our team took several weeks and went through this as a book club. I think it was really helpful for us to continue to stay relevant in the marketing world. Some of my favorite parts of this book were the lists of types of contents and techniques for content, along with the real-life examples for each category. One example of this is the list of types of content, but those lists even get more granular than that, like the real-life backgrounds example. These are posts where you might take a sign in the real world, like a street sign, and in Photoshop, change the words to help share a particular message. While I've seen these done and even made them before, categorizing them as a type of content is a helpful tool to be more intentional about using it. Gary starts off by talking about the TikTokification of social media, which is especially relevant in today's world, where this completely different method of approaching social media, not from followers and subscribers, but algorithmically based content, is how a lot of platforms are moving to now that TikTok has had its success. And with TikTok in limbo for the foreseeable future, understanding that platform's process and how it affects everybody else is super valuable insight. From here, Gary takes us back to Marketing 101 and thinks about how we can really understand our customers. But he drills in a little further. Besides customers in general, are there specific groups of customers within your customer demographic that you can reach out to? It's not just business owners. Is it owners in West Tennessee who also read Seth Godin? Creating content for each of these smaller segments is where marketing is going, and being able to do that at scale. The world has changed from one company doing a commercial that costs $30 million to produce to producing 30 commercials to different target demographics that cost $1 million each to produce, because the connection and relevancy is more important than the production value. Gary's explanation of the modern advertising framework is, in some way, something that we've been thinking about for a while, but he puts it forth in a way that's very clear. And it all starts with the audience definition and moves on to strategic organic content. Organic content that's relevant to your audience will be more and more valuable as the world moves to artificial content. Gary spends the last chapter of the book setting up real-life examples and breaking down how he would approach them from a marketing perspective. This section alone is valuable to see how his brain is working because he plays on a different level than most of us. My only real criticism is that in the nature of marketing in 2025, how fast things change and adapt, this book is close to being behind the times the day it was printed. While I believe the framework may be relevant for a very long time to come, some of the content around specific platforms and advice for specific platforms may be out of date before the end of the year. Day Trading Attention doesn't necessarily read like other books because it is more like a textbook, but if you're in the marketing and advertising world, I think it's essential reading for 2025. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Content Machine podcast. Stay subscribed for future episodes where we discuss local marketing and small business culture. See you on a future episode.